Do you want to know how to prevent cramps when running? If you're a senior runner and you're tired of getting those pesky little cramps, especially at night, this video is for you. I bet the last thing you're going to do or drink will surprise you. It's a simple trick that can make all the difference between running pain-free or dealing with that annoying side. Stitch or Charlie horse, right before bed. Hey everyone, what's up today? We're talking about how to get rid of cramps when running, especially for older runners. I'm a physical therapist who helps people over 50 run, walk, and move better. If you like that kind of content, please hit that subscribe button down below, and let's jump into it. Okay, so let's talk about cramps when running. This is something we've all dealt with. You could be out there on your run, and all of a sudden, you just get that one crampy feeling in your leg or in your side. And if you don't stop and address it, it's only going to get worse. So let me go through a few things that are gonna help you deal with cramps when running. So why do we get cramps when running or exercising in general? It has everything to do with your hydration levels. When you get dehydrated while you're working out, your body goes into a protective mechanism to try to shut things down and slow things down. That leads to cramping, and cramping is actually a good sign that you're a little bit dehydrated. The key is to catch it early, because once you start cramping, it's only going to get worse. You're not going to perform well. Your workout's going to suffer, and you might even injure yourself trying to compensate for that cramp. Okay, so here are some basics to make sure you're doing to prevent cramps. First, you need to stay hydrated before, during, and after a run. A lot of people focus just on during the run, and they forget about before and after. It's equally important to have good hydration levels before and after your run as well. So that way you're starting your run fully hydrated and then you're rehydrating after your run. Second thing is to watch your sodium levels. You need sufficient sodium to maintain good hydration levels and fluid balance. Low sodium can also lead to cramping. So make sure you're getting enough sodium in your diet. But also during your runs. If you're doing long runs, bring some electrolyte tablets or electrolyte powder. Add it to your water bottle and consume that during your run, especially on hot days. If it's hot outside, you're sweating more, you're losing more fluids and electrolytes, so you need to replace them. Another thing to do is increase your potassium intake. Potassium does a lot of things for your body, but one of the things it does is maintains fluid balance. And so increasing your potassium also helps with cramping. Good sources of potassium are bananas, oranges, potatoes, spinach, beans, and fish. Make sure you're getting enough of those in your diet. Now, you may have heard this before, but warm up before you run. Just because you're a master runner doesn't mean you don't have to warm up. In fact, warming up is probably more important for you as an older runner than it was when you were in your 20s or 30s. Warming up helps increase blood flow to your muscles. It gets your muscles ready to run. It increases your heart rate. It gets your heart ready to pump. It gets your lungs ready to take in oxygen. All these things are really important to do before you go out for a run. Good warm-up includes a mix of cardio, so jogging or walking, and some dynamic stretches that include movements like leg swings, torso twists, high knees, butt kicks, arm circles. These are all really important to do before you go out for a run. Okay, now let's talk about the cool down. I know a lot of people just stop running and go on about their day, and that's not gonna help with cramping. It's important to cool down after your run. Walk for about 5 minutes to bring your heart rate down. Do some static stretching where you hold the stretch for 30 seconds. Stretch those calf muscles, quad muscles, hamstring muscles, groin muscles. Stretching after your run will help reduce soreness and cramping. It'll help you recover faster so you can get back to your workouts. Okay, I mentioned this earlier, but let's dive into it a little deeper. The foods you eat play a major role in cramping. Like we talked about earlier, low sodium and low potassium levels can lead to cramping. But also eating the wrong things before your run can cause cramping too. Foods high in fat or fiber can cause cramping and stomach distress. Try to avoid those foods right before a run. Also, caffeine can dehydrate you. You need to make sure you're balancing that caffeine intake with extra water consumption. And finally, alcohol can lead to dehydration as well. So the best practice is to stay away from alcohol before, during, or after a run. Okay, so far I've given you a lot of things to do to help prevent cramps. But let's talk about what to do once you start getting that cramp. Okay, so you feel that cramp coming on. What do? Well, first thing you want to do is keep moving. Stopping and staying still will only make the cramp worse. So keep moving, keep running, keep walking, don't stop. That cramp is only going to last about 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to go away by itself. The second thing you can do is change your pace. slow down for a minute. The third thing you can do is walk and stretch. Okay? Try to stretch that muscle that has cramping, or try to stretch the muscle that is close to where that cramp is happening. For example, if it's happening in your quad, try to walk and stretch your hamstring. Okay, and no. Drink some water or sports drink. This can help replenish your fluids and electrolytes and help that cramp go away faster. Okay, so what did I miss? Is there anything else that can help with cramping when running? Yes, there is one more thing that's really important to include in your routine. One thing you can do before bed to help prevent cramps is drink some turmeric tea. Now, turmeric is a natural anti-inflammatory. It has potent anti-inflammatory properties that can help with inflammation and soreness in your muscles. So drinking turmeric tea before bed can help reduce inflammation and soreness and lead to less cramping. To make turmeric tea, combine 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. You can add a little ginger powder for some extra anti-inflammatory benefits. Bring that to a boil and then simmer for 10 minutes. Let it cool and then drink. You can drink this every night before bed. It'll help with inflammation, it'll help with cramping, and it'll help you sleep better. All right, well, that's it. Those are my tips for preventing and dealing with cramps when running. Cramps are annoying, but they're part of being a runner. If you want to learn more about how to run injury-free and become a better, stronger runner, click the link in the description below for a free video on the 5 best exercises for runners. I look forward to seeing you in that video next. Thanks for watching.